I've been wanting to make this video for a while. I couldn't get around to doing it. Everything is a coin. You know, a lot of people, myself included, we look at negative aspects about ourselves as if that's all it is. It's just negative. But I can't really think of too many traits that aren't of a coin that doesn't have a flip side. Okay? So, for example, if you're very lustful, if you're very angry, if you're very giving, whatever it is, there's a flip side to that. Well, if speaking on like very giving being a negative thing is like when people take advantage of you, you know? And so if you're tired of feeling like people taking advantage of you, a lot of people, they're just like, okay, well, I'm just going to stop giving to people then altogether. Or some people will be more selective, you know? I understand that. Some people will put their focus towards others who couldn't pay them back at all. You know, so you may be feeding the homeless or, you know, donating clothes to hospitals, whatever it is. But anyway, so if you are lustful and you learn how to control that, if you learn to practice discipline, then you can practice sexual transmutation, asexual transmutation of sorts, where you take that energy and you put it towards something else. Is creating art or dancing or building, you know, making advancements in your personal life or your career. You know, you use that energy in your meditations and the way you talk with people, you know. If you are angry, I want you to actually look up an article, the benefits of anger. Obviously, you don't want to let anger consume you in a way where it hinders your growth, when it distracts you, when it gets in the way of productivity. But I found that being angry has led to a lot of shifts in my life. So I like to keep that anger with me. Like I get angry often, like when I'm bowling and stuff. It forces me to focus. Obviously, that's not the only benefit, but I made a lot of changes when I was fed up with myself. So there was some anger there. So you don't necessarily want to get rid of your anger. You just want to find ways that it could be effective. You know what I mean? It has to be effective. You have to be selective with your anger. And so you don't just get angry all throughout the day and let that drain you of your energy. You know, oh, fucking mosquitoes. Mosquitoes doing what the fuck mosquitoes do. Or you spilt something, your anger is not going to make the cup unspill, you know. So you have to be selective with it, all right? And you use that anger to fight for what you believe in, you know. It's good to have that ability. A lot of people, they never allow themselves to feel that anger, or they only internalize it and it eats at them. I think it's good to express anger. Otherwise, why would we even have these emotions? Why? They're tools. All right. If you are lazy, like I tend to be, well, the flip side of that is you can use it to. There's a couple things. So, like, for example, when I was bowling yesterday, I was like, I'm going too hard. I'm going to take a lazy approach. I'm going to move slow, but then I'm just going to try to focus on letting it go straight, you know? Okay. But I want to speak more so to the flip side. So the negative side, you're lazy, you're not getting anything done. The flip side is you find the easiest ways to get things done. It's not necessarily bullshitting, but you find easy ways to get things done. So, cutting the grass, delegate. All right, there's nothing wrong with that. You get the economy going. You're feeding the economy. $50 if you can afford it, or however much it costs. $50. The grass is cut. You take that time, then well, now you got no excuse as to why you shouldn't work out. That's another thing. Work out. Working out requires effort. Me being a lazy guy that I am, I simplify everything. I don't do all these reps and sets and all that stuff. I work on a particular group until, until I can't. Then move to the next and move to. It's all about simplifying things. All right. When it comes to making money, I mean, some people will go for a double whammy where they maybe they do security, but they got to sit at a desk. And with the time that you have sitting at the desk, or with the concierge or whatever it is, you take that time to work on your book or whatever it is. You take your class there. That's the double whammy. That way you ain't got to worry about it when you clock out. Maybe you go enjoy some food or rest or watch TV, whatever it is. All right, I'm gonna try to think of what else is very negative. I mean, of course, you got your sadness, your depression, and stuff like that. It's not all bad, because that's another tool that can be used for creation, for expression in your art. One thing I notice about like being sad, being angry, being depressed, it puts me in a state where I don't care, which that's another coin. People who don't care can be pretty reckless. But then the other side of that is you don't care about certain things. You don't care about other people's opinions. You don't care about what people may have to say about you, which is other people's opinions. You don't really care about. Well, that's all. That's what it comes down to. You don't fucking care about people's opinions. You don't care about the shallowness. You only care about what you care about in that moment. All right. When something goes wrong, and you're angry and you're upset, you only care about that thing right there. And a lot of the bullshit that bothers us throughout the days, the trivial things, they fall to the wayside. You forget about them, even if for a moment. And so I think that's a pretty good thing. So all in all, and I really could do this all day, even as I'm speaking candidly. One more thing, though. But I was going to say, all in all, it's a coin. So find those negative things in your life and try to see the flip side of it. The negative traits that you may possess, the negative situations that you find yourself in. So another one that I like is how people say, they're crazy. I'm so crazy. I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm so crazy. Well, if you really are, I think you enjoy the flip side of that. You can, I think genius and crazy is kind of synonymous. So immerse yourself in that craziness. Apply it to your work, to your art, to your writings, to your brainstorming, to your meditations. If you're crazy, then you, with enough time and enough effort, you can put out some ridiculous results, some ridiculous pieces of work, some crazy outcomes that I think people would enjoy and I think you'd be proud of. All right, with that said, take care.